question as it is a comment. I am one of those people who went to school. I never gave up. I fought to get through school. I graduated just this week. This week I started a contingent full-time job at the hospital, but guess what? It's not in my degree field. Imagine that. And that's what I hear a lot. It's people who have gone to school, they eventually find work, but it's not in that degree field. So there's that money gone to waste. And I try not to look at it that way because you can't ever take my education away from me. But in these last 2 years, I've been stuck in a part-time minimum wage job. Hours would get cut, so you can't even count on that schedule. And the most we'd get scheduled for is 20 hours a week. Your hours get cut, then what? I couldn't even afford a bus pass, so I would walk back and forth to work, which is 2 miles one way. Snowstorms, whatever. That extra $2 could mean a bus pass, could mean boots on our feet. This coat that I'm wearing tonight was a Christmas present because I didn't have money to be able to buy a decent coat. Nobody thinks $2 an hour is going to make a difference, but it does.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. That's what it's all about. Dennis, you have a question? And I'm going to give you the last question, Dennis.
It's more to support what you asked us to do, but by the way, I think rearranging our thinking a little. I mean, even people who oppose, many people who oppose the minimum wage will grant us that minimum wage is actually a poverty wage, and that's not their point. Their point is that somehow increasing the minimum wage even minimally will hurt businesses and result in an exodus of people, and et cetera. Lots of calamity is invoked. And so in that regard, we're all encouraged by many people, including the media and others, to worship at the altar of a false deity called job creator. And we all hear about job creators, and these are mythical beings who employ many of us and trickle down benefits to us. And if we do things like increase their taxes or increase the minimum wage, their cost, they're going to get unhappy and they're going to leave, and we're all going to suffer. And I think certainly more than one speaker has made the case here that businesses, especially large businesses who predicate their bottom line on minimum wages for lots of people, in fact, may not actually be benefactors as much as welfare recipients that we are all supporting. So we need to kind of rearrange our thinking about that. And when we do, I think we need to come, getting to your point, not only to the meetings like this, which you thankfully arranged for us, but we also need to show up at City Hall chambers and make those sentiments known to people, to decision makers, because this community also has, as you said, has a role to play, and we should really be active in playing.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis. You're absolutely right. I would just thank you. He's absolutely right. We do need your involvement and your support and your help. It's critical. I don't know if there are members of the panel who want to say anything further. I want to thank them, though, and I ask you to join me in thanking them, because they have taken time out. They have really come up here, and I really appreciate all of you. Thank you very much.